Hey friends, what's up? Phillip here with Points with Phillip, and I have been talking about the Ritz-Carlton Credit Card quite a bit lately, and well, I can't really hide the fact that I like it. In fact, I recently won a debate with Anthony Venture about which hotel premium credit card was the best, and you know, the Ritz-Carlton has a lot of really good features. And it occurred to me that some people may need a refresher on how to get it. So that's what we're going to get into this video. But before we do that, go ahead and hit like and subscribe, please. And if you'd like to know more immediately, as soon as it's dropped, go ahead and hit that bell icon as well. That helps YouTube and me know that what I'm doing is helpful and can help you guys. And so if that happens, then, you know, liking and subscribing helps other people see that as well. So I appreciate you helping me out on that. But now that that's out of the way, let's get back to the Ritz-Carlton credit card and how you can get it. So first of all, let's talk about why we want this card. So for those of you, if you haven't seen those videos, well, I really do enjoy the Ritz-Carlton card. And so let's get the bad news out of the way. It's a $450 annual fee, but it does have a $300 travel incidental credit for any purchases on the card. And so legally, if you look at the terms and conditions of this card, you do see that, you know, it's basically mainly for like airline incidentals and fees like that, but you can actually call in. So you actually have to call in to apply this credit, and you know, they pick up right away, and you just say, I have this purchase on this day that I'd like the travel credit applied to, and then you wait for them to figure it out. And so I've heard of some people on Reddit being able to do like rental cars and hotels and things like that for this car. So again, once again, this year mileage may vary because the terms and conditions are kind of clear on what this credit allows, but we have seen a lot of wiggle room. So, you know, that can be a huge plus. Now, you also get an 85,000 point free award night. And if you would like more information on how to benefit that, go ahead and take a look at the link that's been right up above me. Because honestly, like, there's a lot of value here, and I get into it in that video. Now, you also get 3 free Ritz-Carlton Club upgrades. And so this is if you pay cash for a room at the Ritz-Carlton, you can actually use these upgrade certificates to upgrade to a club level room. And so the reason why you want to do this is because these Ritz-Carlton Club lounges are, well, they're kind of the best of the best. And so they have multiple food presentations throughout the day, free drinks throughout the day as well. And so, you know, I don't know if you're like me, but when you get back to the hotel after a long, hard day of doing whatever it is you're doing, honestly, having a free drink and a, you know, free canapes or snacks or something before you go back up to the hotel room really kind of goes a long way to making it feel like a true premium travel experience. And so these club upgrades can help make that happen. Now, you do have to pay a certain rate sometimes. So some people are saying officially you have to pay a certain rate in order to be able to use these club credits. But I have seen a couple data points on Reddit where people are saying that they're able to use these club upgrades on just standard, like even prepaid room rates. So again, your mileage may vary, but that is some value that you can get. Now, you also, and this is kind of the superpower of this card, you get unlimited lounge access through Priority Pass on this card. And here's the thing, so do your authorized users. Now, your authorized users don't have an actual fee. Like, it doesn't cost you anything to add an authorized user to the Ritz-Carlton credit card. And they also have unlimited access to Priority Pass using that card as well. And so one of the fun things about this card is it actually includes unlimited trips to these Sapphire lounges. Now, Chase Sapphire lounges have a smaller footprint when you compare them to, say, American Express Centurion lounges, but they are a little bit larger footprint than the Capital One lounges. So, you know, take it if it works for your schedule or your travel plans, then, you know, that can be really super helpful for you guys. Now, again, too, you have great travel protections. You have roadside assistance. You can I have plenty of videos that I've done about this because, well, it's an incredible card and I really want to share it with you. Now, let's take a look. So if you want the Ritz-Carlton credit card, how do you get there? So this is actually an interesting card, and I think that's one of the reasons why so many people are interested in it, because this card is, the fact that it's a black metal card is kind of nice, but the fact that it's almost kind of prestigious because it's kind of more difficult to get but it's not so difficult to get that you need, say, $10 million in a investment account somewhere, right? So how do you get there? So you have to have a Chase Marriott co-branded credit card. And so there's 3 of them. And you have to hold that card for at least 1 year. So you have to wait for basically your first annual fee to post, although some people are saying that you don't necessarily have to do that just as long as you've held the car for a year. And so some of these cards can be pretty interesting. So we're going to get into all 3 of them, and I'm going to tell you which one I think is the best way. And then we're going to see what we need to do from here. So let's get into that. So there are 3 cards total. That's going to be the Marriott Bonvoy Bold, the Bonvoy Boundless, and the Bonvoy Bountiful. Sorry, say that 3 times fast, or 5 times fast. And each have different tiers of welcome offers and other benefits. And so we'll get into it. Now, before I get into this, so if you would like to help out the channel and if you want to help out yourself, there are referral links in the description below for any of these Marriott Chase cards. And so basically, if you click on the link, you will get the most up-to-date public offer on this card. So you might be targeted for a special offer. So if that's the case, then go ahead and do that. But if you do, if you use the referral link below, that can help out the channel, help me to make more great content for you guys. And I'd really appreciate it. But now that that's out of the way, let's get into the basics. And when I say the basics, I mean the basics. So the Bonvoy Bold is the lowest tier Marriott credit card that's available. So this has no annual fee. And this currently has a sign-up bonus of 30,000 Marriott points after $1,000 in spend over 3 months. Now, here's the thing. The Bonvoy Bold card is, well, it's not a card that I would want to hold. And so it doesn't cost anything, right? So that's a plus. But also 30,000 Marriott points don't get you very far. So it can get you kind of towards a free night in some properties in smaller cities. If you're traveling to New York, then that's going to cover 1/3 of the rooms per night that you need. So it's not really that strong of a sign-up bonus, but to be fair, it only has a $0 annual fee. But here's kind of also the limitation. This is the only Marriott card that only gets 3 points per dollar. This is 3 Marriott points per dollar on Marriott stays. The other cards get 6 points per dollar. So that's kind of a weakness as well. You also get 2 points per dollar on grocery, internet, cable, phone streaming, and ride shares and food delivery. So it's not dining, it's food delivery, and it has to be through a specific number of food delivery suppliers, including, I believe, DoorDash is on there. And then it gets 1 point per dollar on everything else. So it's kind of limiting. You don't get as good multipliers, and the sign-up bonus isn't that good. So it's definitely not one that I would recommend. It can be a good, if you want to keep a credit card open, say a few years down the road, the Ritz-Carlton Credit Card is a little bit too much for you. You can downgrade that into the Bonvoy Bold. So that's kind of how it exists and why it exists. Now, it is important to note that Marriott points don't expire as long as there is earning activity within the past 24 months. So as long as you do something with your Marriott points or stay at a Marriott property or use your card for once every 24 months, then your Marriott points are not going anywhere, which is nice. So let's take a look into what I think is the most interesting card. So this is a mid-grade option, but it's kind of the best one in my opinion, and here's why. So it has a $95 annual fee, and it comes with Silver Elite status with Marriott, which, well, isn't helpful. It doesn't really get you anything, but it can help you earn more status if you are going in on Marriott for your main hotel chain that you go to, right? Now, so it currently has a sign-up bonus of 3 free nights plus an additional 50,000 point bonus after spending $3,000 in 3 months. Now, these 3 free nights it's different than the 35,000 free night certificate that comes with the card at the end of the card member anniversary, but these are 50,000 point free night awards. And so you can actually open that up quite a bit. So it's 50,000 free points, but that also additional 50,000 points can get you, well, an additional stay. So it could be 4 free nights, or you can use those 50,000 points you get to top up each of those free night certificates and get you something a little bit nicer, which can be nice. So it also has, again, I've mentioned it earlier, but I want to make sure I'm being specific here. The 35,000 point free night award, it comes after you hold the card for 1 year. Now this earns 6 points per dollar on Marriott purchases, 3 points per dollar on the first $6,000 in spend on combined grocery, gas, and dining spend, and then 2 points per dollar on every other purchase. And so this one kind of, you're not going to put much more than $6,000 in spend on this per each year, but it really can work out like between the way the annual fee works out and the free night award. So this was a card that I would feel comfortable holding long term, just because it would always give me some value. Now, so that's the two cards. Let's take a look at the top tier one that you can apply for with Chase. So this is the Bonvoy Bountiful. Now this is a kind of a strange card. It has an annual fee of $250, and you don't really get that much in my opinion. Now it has a current sign-up bonus of 85,000 Marriott points after spending 4,000 in 3 months. And so that's kind of strong. It's not nearly as strong as the Boundless card, but it's good. Now it earns 6 points per dollar on Marriott, 4 points per dollar on the first $15,000 in grocery and dining spend each year, and then 2 points per dollar on everything else. But here's the thing, it doesn't automatically come with a free night award, but you can earn one after you spend $15,000 per year on the card. So if you're in a position where you want to earn Marriott points through spend, that's not a position I'm in, this could be a decent option for you, but otherwise it's definitely not a keeper card in that it automatically provides more value than you put in every year. So you have the card. So you use the referral link, you applied, you got the card, you've kept it for a year. Now what do you do? So after you've held the card for a year, then you have to call in, right? So that's one of the reasons why I like the Boundless card for this, because it's the only one of those 3 cards that comes with a free night award at the end of the card memory anniversary. So there's kind of some chance here. So your mileage may vary again on this one. I'm using that word a lot for this video, but so the free nights that it comes with are really helpful because there are a lot of properties available in the 50,000 point range for the sign-up bonus. So that's really nice. Now here's the thing, I wouldn't put much spend on these cards other than what you need to for the sign-up bonus, just because, well, I don't really enjoy, you don't really get a lot of out of Marriott points. And so, that's not something that I would put my spend towards, especially when you can consider the fact that you can get 4 points per dollar with American Express with a gold card, right? Now you need to either have, when you call in, you need to have either a $10,000 credit line on this specific card, or you can also have them reallocate some of your credit limit from another Chase card to this one, because this one needs to have a $10,000 credit limit when you're able to product change. Now, here's the thing. So when do you upgrade? And that's kind of a question. So I, for one, decided to play it safe, and I waited to upgrade my card until after my 35,000 point free night award posted to my Marriott account. And so I have that. I'm going to be using it at a vacation this summer. But I have seen some people on Reddit say that if you wait until maybe the week of when you first got the card, so after holding it for almost exactly a year, a little bit longer, a couple days longer, they're able to product change before the free night award gets processed. And they have seen where that free night award comes in as an 85,000 point free night. And so that could kind of work out to be a sign-up bonus for this card. Because you're product changing, you're not getting one, right? That's kind of the big, bad thing about this card. But you can, if you kind of play around with the timing, you might be able to get the 85,000 point free night, or you might get the 35,000 point free night. So I played it safe and got just the 35,000 point free night. But there are some options. Your mileage may vary, but I have seen those data points out there, so I wanted to share that with you. So pretty much, you have the card now. So, you have to call into Chase. You can also private message them, but I prefer to just talk to them on the phone. They're pretty easygoing. And, you just say, first of all, if you need to transfer over the credit limit, you do that. And then you say, I would like to product change the card. And so when they do that, you have to read a bunch of stuff, all the terms and conditions and everything. And then they actually process the product change. And so one thing that I do recommend is, so they actually will offer, if their app is good, they'll offer to go ahead and sign you up for Priority Pass on the phone call. Now, this is different. How Chase signs up through Priority Pass through the Ritz-Carlton Credit Card is kind of different than American Express. So American Express, you go on the back end and you just click enroll and you're enrolled and you don't have to do anything else. You actually have to call and talk to them in order to be able to enroll in Priority Pass benefits for the Ritz-Carlton Credit Card. And so that is something that you need to consider. So on that phone call, when you product change, go ahead and just sign up for a Priority Pass. And if you do have upcoming travel where you're worried about wanting to have the physical Priority Pass card on you, go ahead and tell them that, because they can expedite it. And in my case, it came in like 3 or 4 days instead of 2 or 3 weeks. So that can be really super helpful as well. So anyway, that is kind of a rundown of what it takes to get the Ritz-Carlton credit card. Thanks so much for joining me, and I really hope to see you again next time.